welcome to my channel, Hail Cam. So I've got another video for you guys, and today I'm going to talk about the 10 things that I'm missing. So without any further ado, let's start. And here's the first one. The very first one would be, of course, food. This is one of the things that I really miss in the Philippines. So when I came here during my first 2 weeks, guys, so I stayed in a bed and breakfast accommodation, and during that time I'm not able to make my own food and I'm not able to cook my own food, so I have to like eat with whatever I have. And so it really made me cry on that first 2 weeks of mine. So every time someone or a Filipino would like invite me over, it makes me really happy because I know there will be rice, and still rice is life for me. But I must say as well that I can live without rice right now for a couple of days. Although of course I still crave for rice every now and then. So another thing aside from rice, of course, I also miss street food. Street food is the best, like in the Philippines. Barbecue, isaw, kwek-kwek, all that sort of stuff. I really miss those. All the viands that we have, sisig, sinigang, adobo, everything else. Although there are times that I can cook adobo, of course, here. I'm able to cook now, especially because I've already moved in to another accommodation. And then aside from that, I will also have to say I miss fruits in the Philippines. The tropical fruits that we have there is just really good. What else? So anyway, I've got another one here on the list. Next is, this will be kind of weird for you, but my number 2 on my list is the noise in the Philippines. I know it's kind of weird, but then when I came here, it's just maybe because it's just maybe that my neighborhood is just, I feel it's such a quiet neighborhood, and I don't even know my neighbors at all. I don't even get to meet them or like have a conversation with them. I can't remember a time wherein one of my neighbors had a karaoke on, or like you can hear them shouting on the other neighbors or something like that. And I think I've missed that in the Philippines. Like every time, especially when I'm in the province, so I was born in I'm used to the kind of life that we have in the countryside, and every single day I used to wake up because of the roosters, the sounds of the roosters, and the radio, the karaoke, and everything with the chismis of the kapitbahay, my neighbors, and all that kind of stuff. I really miss that. I don't know why, but then I really miss that. And also, before coming here, I stayed in Manila for 3 months. You can't even think that it's day or night or something. You won't feel that it's already daytime or nighttime. We sleep at around 2 a.m, 3 a.m. Shout out to my friends, by the way, Love, Faith, and Lovely. Thank you so much for letting me stay in your house for those months, as well as with my aunt, Auntie Tata. Thank you so much. I love you guys. And then even at like 12 minutes, we can go out and just chill, buy some coffee, walk along EDSA. I miss Manila and Philippines, of course. Anyway, so next will be, aside from those two, my number 3 on the list would be the bystanders, or the tambay. Actually, guys, this is also kind of weird for me to say that, but then I don't see like tambays here in UK and in the Philippines. In our country, you get to see a lot of tambays just anywhere, like in every street, in every esquinita, you get to see tambays, and some of them even like don't even wear their tops or their t-shirts, and it's just kind of weird. I just miss seeing those kind of people everywhere. Just talk to them and stuff like that, even if you don't know them. So anyway, next would be Of course, number 4 would be life in the province or life in the countryside, in the rural area. I miss the simplicity, the simple life that we have in the Philippines. So especially Tungawan, hello everyone. I miss the kind of like you don't really have to think about everything. You can wake up anytime, aside from your working or when you're studying, of course, but it's just everything is just so simple. Everything is so fresh and you get to enjoy nature. You get to enjoy everything that life has to offer in a very simple way. And I really miss that kind of life. And I'm still thinking of like going back to the Philippines, of course. Hopefully soon, puhon, God willing. So anyway, next would be, number 5 would be speaking in my dialect. Here in UK, I get to speak in our national language, which is Filipino or Tagalog, especially because I'm working with a lot of Filipinos as well here, and then there's a Filipino community here, so I get to talk with them at times in Filipino or Tagalog. But then, it's not all the time that I can speak in my dialect. So I'm Bisaya, so I speak Cebuano, Visayan language. The only time that I can speak in my language is when I'm talking with my family, my friends. There's one friend, I've got one friend here who's also in the same country, but she's in another city, so we don't usually talk. There's one time that she stayed with me here for a week, so I really enjoy that. I'm able to express myself more, I'm able to speak with her in my dialect. That's just so fun. I miss that. So anyway, let me just catch my breath for a while. Next is number 6. Number 6 would be the holiday season. Specifically, it's the Christmas season. Especially now, it's already October, and we Filipinos know how it is, how Christmas is celebrated in our country. Everything, I mean the vibe, the ambience, just so different. In here, it's also totally different, and I must say, it's already starting to get cold here. Actually, all year round is kind of cold, and you can just imagine how cold it is right now. At times, it's only autumn here, but then at midnight or even later, like at dawn, you can feel like it's already at around 4 degrees, 7 degrees. It's really cold. So how much more for the winter? And then, of course, aside from, you know, when we're having our Christmas season, we have that simbang gabi or simbang gabi, and the exchanging of gifts, the like family reunions. I miss that. I miss having that, and I'm not even sure who I'll be spending or whom I'll be with on those days on Christmas or on Christmas season. That kind of make me feel a bit lonely, a bit sad, because it makes me want to go back to the Philippines during the season, during this time of the year. Merry Christmas everyone, advance Happy New Year. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas, even if we're on a crisis right now. So anyway, keep yourself safe. And aside from that, next will be the number 7 is our culture. So we Filipinos mainly have a different culture, and I've seen that, I've felt that when I came here. We have, like, we do the mano po, we have honorifics like with ate, kuya, we have like, we call tito, tita, kuya, ate, even if they're not like our biological family or are related to us biologically. But then here you just get to call them by their first name. That is kind of weird for me at first. It's kind of awkward for me at first, but then the good thing about that is that I get to speak with my boss in a like and call her or him with their first names. It's kind of cool sometimes. And then of course, salo-salo, I miss that, like family gatherings, or not even just family gatherings, like with just your friends and hanging out with your friends. So that one is I really miss that one, of course, always, especially because I'm living here alone, so I'm on my own. And yeah, anyway. Let's proceed. So number 8 will be, of course, with that being said, number 8, I miss my friends and my families, of course, always. So I get to communicate with my family and some of my friends almost every day, and I make sure to get in touch with them, especially if I have the time, do video calls. And it makes me relax. It makes me like get the hang of it with like being homesick, especially if you are living abroad or if you're living away with your family. So that's just part of it. You have to deal with it. You have to go through it. Okay, so moving on, because we have to at some point. Next on my list would be music. So I'm now listening to OPM or Filipino music. So what I do, I make sure every single day I listen to, like, I have my own playlist from like pop to classic music. So it relaxes me. It's just so soothing, like especially when it's raining. So I'm always by the window listening to music. So anyway, number 10 will be transportation, the Filipino transportation or the Pinoy transportation. So here I must say the transportation here is really okay. It's very efficient compared to our transportation there. But then one of the things that I miss in the Philippines is that the motorbikes there, you don't really see motorbikes there, but then I think that's also like, it's very convenient at times, especially because I live in a province, so I usually get that. I usually ride that one. And what else? Like the tricycle, we have Jeep also there, so I miss that. I don't know, it's just very Pinoy. So it makes me miss the Philippines much more. And of course, the last on the list, this is the most important one. That would be, of course, the Filipinos. Themselves. Ourselves. Like, I don't know, it's just so different. When I came here, I get to realize how we are as Filipinos. Like, iba ang Pinoy. Like, the Filipino generosity is just so different. The Filipino kindness, the Filipino cheerfulness, it's just one thing that I really miss. I really miss in the Philippines. Like, you can just talk with anyone. You can just be friends with anyone. You can just, I don't know. But it makes me realize as well, it makes me proud of being a Filipino, and I hope you guys also realize that. And I also hope that some OFWs or some Filipinos who are also living abroad also know this and also feel this. In fact, without these Filipinos here or even abroad or Filipinos from other countries, without them, I wouldn't be able to survive my life here in UK. And I'm just so thankful with them, to all of them. So we must also be proud, because of the people here in general are just so proud of their heritage, of their culture. And I think that's one thing that we lack as Filipinos, the love for our country, the love for ourselves as Filipinos. And I hope, so anyway, I just hope that everyone is doing okay right now, wherever you are. And I hope you're able to sustain with your life right now. And anyway, thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope you continue to support my channel. Thank you so much. Have a good day. And see you on my next video. Thank you so much po. Mabuhay!